Oh,
Yes, we can hear you.
okay. Hello, welcome. Welcome all to hearing my poem. And it was great to hear Kimmy and Josiah and Kim and Devora and all the culture class folks and others. I'm going to read the CNN Arcane. One, what you will not hear from the mouths of CNN, from that very sympathetic figure like Anderson Cooper, who delineates the lies of President Trump, or Don Lemon, who denounces outright those lies and grieves for the continually murdered Black men and women, but from whose mouth you will not hear, despite night after night and program after program, you will not hear the truth that underlies the killings of Blacks, Browns, and poor whites as well. That truth, which is forbidden them to utter, yes, all of them, from Wolf Blitzer to Dana Bash and Brooke Baldwin, Laura Coates, Chris Cuomo, all these recognizably sympathetic and would be considered progressive journalists and commentators are to a man and to a woman prohibited from telling the truth at the heart of the murders, the injustices, the inequities that all Blacks and Browns feel every day in this country. And that truth is that the evil and vicious, decadent, and religiously money-making dimension of injustice is the system of capitalism itself. And that's why I've begun to call for the formation of the PCP, not the PCP as in the angel dust drug, nor the primal care physician, but the People's Communist Party. For it's time we, the people, come fully to the front of all decent, humane motion after weeks, even months of protesting in the streets, and becomes the necessary reality. Two, make no mistake, the thousands upon thousands of people who marched in Washington on the anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech of Martin Luther King Jr. 57 years ago belong to the PCP. And if they say, no, I'm not a communist, tell them American communism isn't like the past forms of that ideology, that ours is born in the recognition that this land was created by slaves whose rights as human beings have never been fully achieved, who to this very day walk in fear of being murdered by the police, who are there to protect the interests of the capitalists, which is the private property at the root of capitalism itself. It is genuine to admit a mistake. We're seeing the mistake being corrected in the peaceful protests all over the country. It is the people, the new, young generation, who've had enough of the lies of the thugs and monsters of capitalism and the police that protect their interests. It's over for them. The people of the future of the PCP will see to it that every child will go to a university without having to pay a cent. That every person will have health care for as long as he and she lives without paying a cent. That every family shall pay a rent that is humanly affordable. That landlords shall become community leaders rather than abominable greeters. That the roots of Black murders, the Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis shall be put where they belong and have belonged for generations, in jails. And the PCP will finish with the lie of capitalism, which is the curse and cause of all the grief of wars in the world. We know the current president, that is Trump, is a lying criminal an insult to children. He embodies the essence of capitalist piggery and is the apprentice of nothingness. A billionaire's fart in the face of anyone decent. He's revealed the absolute necessity for a complete overturning of the whole capitalist system because while Biden must be voted for to rid the land and the world of that lying puke Trump, the Democrats themselves have for the past two generations also embraced the corporate world. And we should remember what Mussolini said, that fascism isn't the correct word for what his movement was about. The correct word is corporatism, which migrated from Italy to Peronist Argentina to Nixonian America after World War II. We've been living under, quote, friendly fascism, end quote, for the past 75 corporate years. But neither the Democrats nor the Republicans will change their fundamental adherence to the capitalism of which they are together the Capitalist Party of the USA until now and we and the PCP.